G'day and welcome to another episode. My name is Daethstro, the Aussie Geek, and today is the day we finally put together Transformission's Menasor, aka their Havok. But first, we have one more thing to do before we can combine all these. Let's get down to the trailer. So here is the remnants of the trailer. It does have itself a battle mode, and let's not take too long onto this, otherwise we'll run out of time. We're going to flip this out and detach this. We're then going to come in here. Where is it? Here. We're going to flip this up, flip this out, do the same on both sides, like so. And then we're going to, we can flip these up just to give us a little bit of clearance. That's going to come up and out. That's going to come up and out, and then everything starts falling to pieces. So let's tilt the camera down a little bit and we'll try to get him into base mode. So flip these down, and that is your base, stationary base. Next we're going to take these. That's going to fold up. You didn't see that. That's going to fold up. Alright, we're going to fold this out. So that's going to be the front. This is going to come around and sort of squeak around, come that around, and this is going to tab into these two spots. That can stay as it is, and then all that does is plug into two ports here, and it just sort of sits over that, and then that can sit anchored, angled, I should say, not anchored. And same on the other side. So flip that back up, flip that out, twist this around, flip that around, oop, and tab that into place, which I don't know why it's not letting me at the moment. Come on, now's not the time to be fiddly. There we go, and that's just going to slide into there. We can take the sword, and that just sits in the middle. We take these pieces, and I'll try this before and it didn't quite work, so let's try this again. So this is going to flip down, this is going to come apart, this is going to flip in, this is going to flip in, this comes down on these two ports, like so. Press them in together, you're going to come in here and this creates this handle, and then these plug on to these. And I'm literally looking around the camera so I can actually see, and one gun in placement. So same on the other side, pull that apart, flip that in, down on those two ports, tab together, bring out the handle, tab that into the two holes, and there you go, base mode. So, and honestly, to my knowledge so far, the only one that doesn't have a base mode is Fans Toys, so take that for what it's worth. But let's get on with it. So we're going to take all this apart as quickly as possible because we need to get down the main show. So fingers crossed we do this all in one, otherwise I might end up doing the articulation afterwards. So we're going to put this aside and we'll start with the legs. So we're going to fold this around, and this I believe comes down over that piece because there is your knee joint. So this comes down and around. This is going to go at the back, and this comes out, and that should extend and lock into place like so. So there is your leg. So what we're going to do, is this left or right? This is left leg. So you have this sort of gap here, and you have a button here, and this goes into here. So what you want to do is wrap that around, and that's going to sort of go over the smokestack. So that's going to come under, come over, and lock into place. So that locks that. And while this doesn't work too well, that will plug in, and that creates us a heel. So same on the other one. Once again, grab this, rotate it around, flip that piece down, extend that, lock that in place, rotate that around, come on, there we go. Bring that back, that can come down, grab our other foot, that's going to hook underneath, come on, really, you want to fight me? Where are you? I wonder, I think I've done something. Have I done something? Come on, this is not the video to be screwing up what things are going to do. Now, let's try to line that up. There we go. Gotcha. And basically press that button to release. That tab goes in there if it hasn't slid in. And there we go. So we have 2 legs. So let's start with a little bit of combination. So we're going to bring in breakdown, and I'm going to try this the best I can, because what's going to happen is this has to tab onto here. And it is a very, very tight joint. And these are also going to slide in through here. So slide that in to place, which for some reason doesn't want to line up on me. There we go. Whoop, almost at it. And then that's going to go in the holes and press really tight. And this is the part. Oh, shit. I haven't even got that locked on. I knew this was going to be my biggest pain in the butt. Trying to get that tab in place. There we go. I think I got it. Oh, god dang. Alright, then we get Wild Rider. Somehow this feels like it's going to be a 2-parter, and same again, except this piece is going to go over here, and trying to make sure that that is going to stay clear, which I don't think it will. So that slides into the middle there, which as long as it's tabbed together properly will be right. In the middle, and then squeeze. And we got that one on. Thank God. You know, sometimes it worries you that you'll break it. So, put the legs off to the side. Actually, we can probably bring the legs in a little bit more. So we can take these. We're going to untab the back here again. We're going to flip up this piece. And where the feet are originally attached, it's going to slide in with the extensions. Press back, bring this down, and that locks it in place. Now let me see if I can do this on the other side, and we'll bring the camera up a little bit. And that slides into there, locks that in place somewhat, and there we go. We have legs all done. So let's keep going. All right, so next we'll do the arms. So this folds in, that stays tabbed in. You're going to untab this and rotate the fist back until it locks in place. You're going to fold this down and bring this down. We'll push that back. I will point out that handle is going to probably get in the way. And then rotate our hand. Is it it? Nope. Might be that way. Yeah, that way. Don't know what made me think that's the front of the fist. So there we go. All right, we'll do the same thing again. So press that up. Rotate that. Well, it would be helpful if I get the hand in place first. I knew I was going to forget that somehow. Slide down, slide in, rotate that, rotate the fist, and we have our left and right hands. So we'll take drag strip first, and what you're going to do is you're going to use these on these. So you want to angle one and slide that into place best you can, and then this is going to come down and fill the other side. And it's not the best connection, I will say that now. It is nowhere in hell the best connection. Next we're going to take breakdown and do the same thing, except it's got to go onto this. So we're going to rotate these down, and then we're basically just going to try and make sure, I might have to get a tool to squeeze all that together so it'll go into it. And I think I'm trying to remember which side's which. So probably I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do this. Probably going to just need to fold these back. Basically it's got to go in between, so it's just sort of really fiddly to try and get that joint together. And I'm just looking at where my hand is. So we got to slide that over that, with the greatest of ease, like the man on the trapeze. I knew Wild Rider was going to be, Breakdown was going to be my pain in the butt. So that's got to go. Because unfortunately I don't really have anywhere I can put these pieces. I'm pretty sure they just sort of sit like that. Come on, there we go. And then they can just come up and sort of sit over it. It doesn't really have any locking mechanism on the other side. It's just sort of inertia, or whatever you want to call it. And then what we do is we slide these pieces into here to give him his arms. Like so. Okay. So next what we're going to do is we're going to grab this piece. We might try to move him back without him falling over. So we take this piece, and I gotta remember how this works. This flips up off these, and these fold in. And these, oh that's right, these parts separate like so. And this should come down, so swing these around and down, so that's sort of forming his chest piece that slides into there, and these should rotate sort of in front-ish to these, like so-ish. Feel like I've actually bent that somehow. Okay, so I think that's supposed to be part of Breakdown's Wild Riders. I can't remember. Anywho, so basically what you want to do is these pieces here, if you can see it, are going to tab into these. These are going to come under, and his sides are sort of gone in. So let me see if I can try to get that all in place with the greatest of ease. I'm trying to remember how this works. This is what I get for not rehearsing. Yeah, it's sort of a little bit higher up. Come on. There we go. When it gets there, it gets there. I think I've almost got it. Actually, it might be, yeah, I think it's a little, is it higher? No, it can't be much higher, because otherwise it won't be getting on. Think I've got it. Maybe I've got it. Think I've got it. Alright, so let's try the back. This is where things get a bit more choppy. So these are sort of going to come down here. So that's my big problem, is that underarm there. Because it should be straight like this, but this one's not doing that for me. 1 second. Okay, so I've literally put my camera on a box, but I basically just attached his arms to get them where I wanted them. But for the next step, I'm going to have to reattach it. I'm just having a quick look at that piece. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to go on Breakdown, but nah. So here we go. I'll reattach his arms. I just slide that back on. Oh no, it doesn't. It goes on. Breakdown. It basically slides over. Oops, if I can even get it. It basically slides over the two clips. You can't really see it. The two clips lock on here, but it's very awkward. Especially since everything just wants to sort of move on me. So I'll leave it for that, and we'll see how we go. So there we go. So sadly, it looks like we're going to have a multi-party here. So that is part 1 down. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, give me a thumbs down. I promise you will not hurt my feelings. Leave me a comment, subscribe, and ring the bell. And stay tuned, because right after this one, you'll see the follow-up.